When we think about driving, we almost always treat it as a purely physical thing.
Right. Hands on the wheel, feet on the pedals.
It's all muscle memory.
Yeah.
But I was going through the material for this street survival program, and, well, they make a really provocative point right away.
I think I know the one you mean. That if you're relying on your reflexes.
They've already messed up.
It's a bit harsh, but it's true. We think safety features are, the brakes or the airbags. But this program argues that the most critical safety feature is actually the software running in your brain.
Which brings us to our deep dive today. We're looking at Street Survival, which is a series of free advanced driving lessons all online.
Which sounds like a paradox, doesn't it?
It totally does. How do you learn to drive without a car? But they're not trying to teach you how to, parallel park.
Yeah.
They're trying to patch your mental operating system, how you process information on the road.
Exactly. And that's the absolute core of their thinking driver idea.
Right.
I mean, a lane change looks like a physical move, but the decision to actually do it, that happens seconds before your hands even move the wheel.
And that's the timeline they focus on, everything that happens before the action.
Mm-hmm.
This is where their notes on week 2 really caught my eye. They talk about reactive versus proactive driving.
And most of us are reactive drivers, whether we admit it or not.
Oh, completely. You see brake lights, you hit your brakes. Simple stimulus and response.
But that's high-stress driving. It means you have to be paying perfect attention at the exact right millisecond. Proactive driving is. It's about reading the patterns.
They gave this great example. A reactive driver just stares at the bumper of the car right in front.
Right.
A thinking driver is scanning the wheels of a car parked 3 spots ahead.
That's a perfect way to put it, because if you see those wheels start to turn out...
You see the intent.
Exactly. You see the intent to move before the car actually does. That gives you maybe 2 or 3 extra seconds to adjust. You've solved a problem before it even became an emergency.
You're basically predicting the future instead of just reacting to the present.
Yeah. Now, obviously, nobody wants to sit through a 3-hour lecture on traffic theory.
God, no.
And they seem to get that. They call it their low-friction approach.
30-minute live sessions. It's designed to be digestible.
High value, low time commitment. They just want to give you tools you can use on your commute the very next day.
So the structure is really smart. It goes from mindset in week 1 to the thinking patterns we just talked about. But I want to jump to week 3, dangers, because it hits on something purely psychological. They have this saying,
being right doesn't keep you safe.
Yes. And that is such a hurdle for experienced drivers.
Oh, it's huge. We have this deep-seated need for justice on the road. Someone cuts you off, and your first reaction is indignation.
Of course.
I
had the right of way. But the course makes the point that, physics doesn't care about the traffic code.
A 2-ton truck is going to win that argument every time, green light or not.
It's a total ego check. The goal shifts from following the rules to just avoiding other people's mistakes.
And then in week 4, they try to make all of this automatic. The goal isn't to make you a nervous wreck, analyzing every little thing.
No, quite the opposite.
If you had to consciously think about every single hazard, you'd burn out. It's about turning that management of the space around your car into a habit.
So you're just doing it without stressing about it.
Exactly.
Now, I assumed going in that the target audience for this was, terrified 16-year-olds.
The new drivers, sure.
And it is great for them. But the sources are really clear that it's just as valuable for the parents sitting next to them.
I'd argue it might be even more valuable for the parents. We all get complacent. We pick up bad habits over decades.
We start trusting other drivers to do the right thing.
Which is a gamble. This is just a way to hit refresh on skills you probably haven't thought about since you first got your license.
So it's about a different kind of confidence, not I can drive fast, but I have a plan.
Precisely. It's taking control of the situation.
So here's the thought I want to leave you with. The course keeps saying that crashes are predictable. If that's true, think about the last near miss you had. That moment, your heart stopped because you almost hit someone.
Those times we just write off as bad luck.
Exactly. But what if it wasn't just bad luck? What if you could have seen that situation developing 5 minutes earlier if you were looking at the patterns instead of just the bumper right in front of you?
That is a question worth answering.
Thanks for deep diving with us. Keep your eyes up.
Please like, subscribe, and get notified.